All right, today we are talking about the Berkeley spin rocket. What you notice about this bait is it's got the plastic props. What that's going to allow this bait to do is when you twitch it, they spin so much faster. We're all used to aluminum blades, and not that there's anything wrong with them at all, but I have personally witnessed this spin rocket outfish the old baits. I think it has a different sound. The way this bait works is the slightest twitch of your rod and those propellers kick into action. Another thing about the spin rocket is it's a little bit slimmer, so it's a little different look than most prop baits. And it also has Fusion 19 treble hooks on it, which I really like. Applications on where to throw it, how to throw it, and what to throw it on. Keep it real simple. This is high dollar setup here. Revo MGX, the new Abu Garcia Xenon, 7-foot medium, 7-foot medium heavy. Both rods work fine, and the reason is 30-pound ultracast braid. And as you can see, I tie a 20-pound fluorocarbon leader on it with an FG knot right here that you can barely even tell. The reason I tie the FG knot is so that it slides through the guides, even if I want to reel it all the way up to the thing. You can see I can throw it no problem. That's with a 20-pound leader. The leader keeps the bait from getting tangled in those front hooks. If you were to throw this on straight braid, mono, or straight fluorocarbon, which you probably wouldn't fluorocarbon because it sinks, but the braid with no stretch and a small twitch of this rod, you can see that bait. You can see I'm just barely touching the rod and it's performing perfectly. And that's because of the braid to the fluorocarbon leader. And you tie the knot up towards the top of it, so every cast, it comes back just like this. Now, where to throw this bait, when to throw this bait. This spin rocket is a killer during the spawn. What happens is fish get in a big area, they make beds everywhere, and sometimes you can't always see the beds. So with the spin rocket, what I like to do is make a long cast, let the bait settle, kind of let the rings go away, and usually on your first, second, or third twitch, you're going to get a wake to come to it. You're going to see one kind of roll under it. And what happens is you've triggered that fish to make a reaction on his bed or their garden bluegill or something like that. And they get up under this thing. And as you twitch it, they just can't resist it and they'll come up and grab it. If they swim you down in the grass, if they get you up in some sticks or whatever, you got the right rod, you got the braid on here that has no stretch, and with those 9 fusion hooks on there, 3 treble hooks, they're all fusion, super sharp, you're not gonna lose these fish. I destroyed them on this bait in Okeechobee this year. I mean, I think I caught 40 of them and maybe only lost 1 fish. So I like to throw it around lily pads, grass, underwater structure, beds, any kind of spawning area. Another time to throw this is during the fall when the fish get really, really active. The summer months have gone on. You kind of get over the summer and now we get some cooler nights, cooler mornings. The fish start to get active and they come up on top water. You can work this bait a little bit faster. With the braid, it makes it really easier. You can twitch, 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 twitch. Keep this bait moving a little bit. And as you can hear that bait, now that I won't talk for a minute, every twitch is perfect. And what you'll do then is those fish get a little more active in the fall. They start coming after bait. They start chasing it a little bit better than as a spawning fish when it's just laying there and you twitch it, they'll come up and grab it. You start working that thing, and with this braid and with this rod and the fluorocarbon leader, you can just pull it through anything. And another thing I like about the braid is when you get some scattered grass and you get stuff kind of floating around the water, with the braid, you can kind of snap your rod a little bit, and it puts that extra pull on that lure, and it's going to allow that trash to come right off. Oh, wow. I got to talking, and I had a blow up. That was pretty cool. Oh, man. Oh, she's under it. Come on. Come on. Golly. Man, it came right back up under it. Oh, I think I picked a little trash up. That was super cool right there. But this new spin rocket, I'm telling you, it's got a different tone to it, and it's really, really easy to work. And what I love about it is there ain't no changing hooks. There ain't no doing nothing. You simply tie it on, throw it out there, and work it. You can see it just comes through the water. Every twitch of that rod, that thing performs perfectly.
Are you twitching it on slack, Bobby?
So the way that I really like to work this bait, in the easiest way to work it, going to make you become a better prop bait fisherman, is throw it out there, and I like to twitch it on a little bit of slack. You can see the braids laying in the water. I like to pop the slack, which is going to kind of kickstart the bait. Get it past that lily pad. But if you're on tight line and you pull it, you're kind of pulling the action away from the bait. When you twitch this thing with slack, as you can see the slack, and you kind of pop it, it gives it that perfect bluegill chumming action, and that's what them bass want. They love that part of it. You see, I threw it on a lily pad right there. Pop the rod with the braid, it comes right off, it lands perfect. If there was a fish there, it would have plowed that thing. But I do like to twitch it on a little bit of slack. And another reason that I like the braid is I can make super, super long casts. And if I get in any kind of thick cover or hung up, I don't have to worry about getting that kink in the line. Like, oh, my line's messed up, I gotta re-spool. Man, this braid, you can leave it on here for as long as you want. Braid does not go bad for the most part, you know. It's awesome. But you can work it fast, you can work it slow, you can do whatever you want. We got some super cool colors in this thing. It's got the plastic props on it that you see spin so easy. Just the slightest twitch of this rod is going to allow this bait to chum across the water, and that's what gets that reaction strike. And fluorocarbon to 30-pound braid. A lot of people ask me, man, I switched to braid and I'm not getting as many bites. My response is learn the FG knot or your favorite knot to tie fluorocarbon to braid. Put about 1.5 feet on there. Make sure it comes through your guides easy, so when you do make that cast, it's not catching your guides at all. You want it to come through there effortlessly. That is my tips on throwing the spin rocket, where to throw it, how to throw it, the rod and reel, the setup. Keep it simple. This thing catches a lot of fish, and it catches some great big ones also. So if you're in the mood for some new topwater, check out the spin rocket. My favorite is the bluegill. Catch you some more fish.